Let me tell you, this one
Welcome to the
definitely
screen,
ain't
man.
over.
On the screen, me playing 2K on Twitch. If you want to see more screens, subscribe to the Twitch. Follow the Twitch. You know what I'm saying?
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Right.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be out right at the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. Oh, heck of a move.
Man,
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The tight end in motion right. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They run again on first down. Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Watson down to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Finding room at midfield. He's at the 30.
Oh, you about to catch me. You about to catch
10,
me.
5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 75 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Well, now how about this return? And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with his better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
You're running.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins.
Why
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Points, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Chubb. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Watson. This is intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing the ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Running off tackle with Cook.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. He's going to air one out.
Come on.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch how I'm doing now. It's a bit.
Here's Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel
Called
Ward.
it before it even happened. Come on,
And
man.
he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 2nd and 7, Cousins going up top. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns.
First W of the screen. Niggas quit. 68 offense. Ugh.
He says, I drink Henny when I shoot my pistol at the range. That way when I'm tipsy, I still know I got my aim. You don't know that? You never heard it? Oh, more, Brody. Guys, sicko. Bro, this guy's a sicko, man. Real. Drake reference, live up to my name. That's what I'm thinking, Patrick. Yo, you got a wine bottle in one hand and he's shooting with the other.
Everybody want to play the Chiefs, man.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs
And the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Come on, bro. I knew it.
return up past the 30. And now the rookie's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Bad already, bro.
And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is the offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Yeah, hold on.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 44, Carr. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Carr. And it's complete. This is Brandon Bolden. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
There was a good opportunity, just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start,
bro, come on,
tough on the defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. There on the stop, it's Neil Farrell. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Move. No.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 43.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it.
The ball away,
Chiefs.
Fucking blitzing, man.
He's brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And some space here.
Go.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. Down inside the 40.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Carr.
Come on, I feel secure.
That's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And when the time has expired on the 1st quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller from 13 yards out. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
I gotta do that for him again.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On first down, McKinnon again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough again.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On first down now, run with McKinnon. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
Watch you do that zig route with Kelsey. And you gonna get it, right? Right, you gonna do that zig route with Kelsey. I'm guarding that shit. Right.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Oh, yeah, he in. Let's go.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. McCarr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Bro,
Now the throw on 3rd
who's you
down,
throwing it
knocked
to?
away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield and man coverage.
So
And
that
make
shit
up
we
ground
got
quickly in
down.
zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays,
And then
just
they
like that
Waller
one we
that
saw
shit.
there.
People feel well. Nuts, man.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the
Ain't not
other
much
way with
pressure.
football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And again, it's Mahomes.
Bro, he ain't product.
In the end zone, touchdown,
Pressing
Kansas City. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Raiders 10. Harrison Butker in the kickoff for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Bro, I don't have time to do nothing.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return
Niggas can't
after
even
the
run
break.
their routes.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and out.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Got a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And some room to run now. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 31 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. With that run, going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs is just a little crease, and off he goes.
And he's got it.
Dude said, fuck it.
Successful.
Dug it.
And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's loose again. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point by Butker is on target, and these guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here's Abdullah for his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended.
Bro, that's not items. How's the Devontae, bro?
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Running game working, they'll stick with it. And now
Get the ball, pick the ball up. Thank you.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores.
This nigga Devontae Adams.
Point in the game where you're going to reach for the football
Crazy
whenever
shit.
possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in. Tackle the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw his car. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr.
Get off of me,
Complete. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And it's complete to Adams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Ready? Hey, we're good.
One more time with
Oh,
Jacobs.
this nigga did not score a touchdown.
He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
If you ain't heard this shit, I know
Keep
something.
in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Jacobs. And he's getting down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
Short of the goal line. A gain of 3 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
I like when people try to make like smart things. I was like,
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And that's gonna be caught for a later touchdown. Jesper Horsted from a yard out. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Carson. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not supposed to have 28. You're supposed to have 14.
To kick it away is Carlson.
Nice. If you get the 3rd one, I'm quit.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. It's Kelsey on the ground.
You can't
And he will
beat
have
that,
a
bro.
Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 70 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Man,
And get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 24 yards. And the Chiefs will add to their fourth quarter lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were.
And he will
fuck off me, nigga.
Touchdown, Las
What are you
Vegas.
talking about?
Darren Waller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock. And let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do.
This is a good spring while it lasted.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. The chart's not going to help them here at all.
It was a good
They're pretty
spring.
much done at this stage. They had to have
I mean,
that
it
recovery.
was a good game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in
Down
no
2
hurry
kick
to run
returns,
play really
really,
fast. Let the clock wind down.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
I need to quench this shit, bro. I need to fumble.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They find some open field here. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. To about the 26 here. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take
He
any
going,
sort
he
of
going.
a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
That's
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up
that.
incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it can be tipped up and picked off.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. To throw is Mahomes. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes
Fiddle,
off of
get
it,
fiddle.
falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick here is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.